So today we're repairing the Sinclair Spectrum again. What we're going to do is replace the keyboard membrane and get that keyboard a tapping again. We're going to convert the video to composite output so it'll work on a modern TV at least. And then finally we're going to try load a game. So is this going to be a load of old poppycock again and not work? Who knows? Just watch the video and find out. Welcome back. So remember last video, this that we got at Christmas didn't work. Now I've been messing around with it, etc., and I found out that this was faulty here, the CPU, yeah, the Z80. So what I did is I desoldered this from the board, I replaced the socket into the board, and then I replaced the Z80, and believe it or not, it powered on, but unfortunately the keyboard refused to work. What we're going to do is we're going to change the membrane out for this new one here that I ordered. The link is below. I'll let you know what it's like. It feels good quality, a lot better than the original. So we're going to get that swapped out, but also we're going to convert it to composite video output so it's easier to work on the TV, and also it should work through the video grabber. Also what we can do is we can finally test this that we made last time, the ZX Arduino. So let's try to see if we can get something loaded as well. So let's crack on with this. First, what I need to do is just strip it down. So just chillax, listen to some music while I get it sorted. So we took the mainboard out, and what we need to do is to get into this in a bit and cut the video input, which is here, and basically patch that to the output here. That should work and give us composite output. But you can see here, this is the Z80 that I have changed. So you can see now I've actually fitted a socket here and changed that. Also I had to repair a track here with some kind of wire. So you can see there where I've soldered a new socket in place, which is here. So this is the new socket, and now I can just pull the Z80 out and replace that, which is really good. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get that membrane changed. So let's pop this to one side for a bit. Now to remove this membrane, what we first need to do is to remove these two brackets here. And then we have these screws around this metal base plate here that is a bit rusty. We could try cleaning that up a bit if we wanted. And they've had some silver spray paint. We could spray that at one time, but unfortunately I haven't got any moments. So what we'll do, we'll just give it a bit of a clean up in a bit and remove these screws. And there you have it. It's ready to be taken off, just like so. And off this metal plate lifts, and then off this bit of plastic lifts here. And then the membrane sits here, but of course all the keys have pushed it up now. So what I need to do is, if you use these here, you can put one each side and then hold it in up in the air like little stands. But there you go, and that will mean the keys will sit properly. Just as long as you get it right on the edge like so. So that's what you can use them for, basically. So what we need to do now is get the new membrane. and we can compare the difference. I mean, straight away, the cables feel a lot better quality on these ones. They feel like paper on this one. This, they feel like proper plastic. And also the membrane itself looks the same with the same holes, etc., but feels a lot thicker and better made. So let's just trash that one. Off it goes. And then we will position this into place. Spacebar is there. So it goes on that way like so. And you can see these two pegs here are the holes which position it in place. So if we look here, you can see that pushes through there like so. And there's another one on the other side here. So you got one here and one there which hold it into place. Same with this. This should lock into place here and here. And then we need to put the plate back on. So we'll put the plate back on. And then we'll fasten all the screws up. So again, we'll just continue doing this. So that's it, the membrane was replaced. So all we need to do now is to replace these two caps here. And again, they just slide over like so. So that now is a membrane replaced. Now, it didn't take long at all, did it? So hopefully, we'll just double check these screws to check they are tight. Hopefully that should be good now and good working. So what we're going to do next is we're going to convert the main board to composite output. So we're back in the shed. It's now Sunday morning. Yesterday I went to the Amiga show. It was great. I'll tell you a bit more about that later. That was in Leeds. It's a bit of a drive, 2 hours away, but it was definitely worth it. So we're going to put on this, our ESD band, because we're working on old stuff. We're going to remember to take off this Apple Watch, because last time it called the police on me. Don't want that again. And what we're going to do is work on this composite mod. So here it is in all its loveliness. Now, doesn't it look great under the microscope? So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this top off. And the first thing we've got the video input on this side. And we've got the 5V on this side. So first we need to cut this 5V supply off. Because we don't need the 5V supply to the modulator. And then we need to put a capacitor between here and desolder this leg of this resistor onto here, and then the other capacitor leg will go onto the pin input on that one. Sounds easy, yeah? It is easy. We can do this, and hopefully we can have composite video, which you all know is my favourite one. So first we'll desolder this leg and get this out of the way. Just like so. We'll leave that in place just in case one day I wanted to put it back. I don't know why, but you never know. And then we're just going to snip this 5V supply off. Just snip it off the board. And pull the rest out like so. So there's a 5V supply gone. So now what we need to do is to desolder this one here. Because I want to desolder, or do I cut it off? I'll cut it off. And then we can... So we'll just snip it again like we did with the other one. And then we should be able to pull it through and snip it off that side as well. That's the video input. Gone now. So it's just a matter of snipping it off. I need to clean that hole out so I can get a proper connection. So we're going to get some flux here. Put a lot of flux on it. We'll get the desoldering gun. There you go, you can see that hole is now clear. That'll make it easier for the capacitor. So what we need to do now, you need a 100 UF capacitor. I did have one here. Now the positive leg will go through the video input, through there. And the way we can do that, I think, is if you place it upside down like so. And bend that leg around like so. And this one around that way. So what you can do is just move that resistor and feed this through this hole here. And then just pull it up. Say this capacitor is slightly bigger. So my plan failed of putting it upside down. Oh, well, we can just squeeze it in like so. Do you see that there? So that's upside down. Then the other leg can be bent down into the hole there. So now hopefully you can see that. The positive leg through this hole here, and then the other leg onto here, onto the center pin, the negative. So what we need to do is just cut that down a bit, because that's a bit too long. So we'll just snip that off. And then we'll just solder that in place first. So we'll just get the iron, we'll put some flux on it. We can solder this in place. Press it in like so. We can even put some new solder on that if we like, just to. There you go, so that's soldered on fine. Nice and secure. Now next we need to solder this leg through here. So we can just press that down a bit to tidy it up a bit. I can actually solder this from the top. The leg's through anyway. So we'll solder this through the top. I want the pad up. Feed the solder into there. So that's that pad soldered as well. So that's just check that has flowed all the way through, which it has. You can see there. So what we'll do now, we'll just snip this leg off here. That's the excess leg off the capacitor. We can also, this was the bit of wire that was stuck from the end of the other pad, which was a 5-volt supply. So your positive leg through to the source, and the negative leg to the pin. That's quite a nice little tidy install actually. I'm quite happy with that. So all we need to do now is to pop the top back on. Just like so, and that should be ready for composite video output. So just bear with me while I get this put back together, and all should be good. Okay, so time to put this back together. So listen to some music while we get this back together. there you have it, all back together. Next thing to do is get it connected to the composite video output and see if it actually works. So you can see here now, we're about to connect the leads. So now we've got a composite, I've got it hooked up to the video input. So the composite will now connect where the TV used to connect. And also we have the power here. Now hopefully something should happen. There you go, you can see there now, Sinclair. Now can we type? Yes we can. And the inverted commas work. And the delete key. So it looks like, let me just do a quick. Yeah, looks like things are working as they should. So what we're going to do next is, if you remember last video, we made this here, but we didn't get to test it. So what we're going to do is we will connect this up to the black here and to the earplug here, just like so. We need some power for this, which we have here. So it's a USB-C, we'll plug that in and that should boot. Now I've changed the software on this to Max Arduino because I thought, why not? So we've got Jetpack on here, we've got Commando. Let's load a bit of Commando. So what we've got to do is to type load, inverted commas. Now the screen should flash now, which it is. And then if I press play on here, it's starting to load. Now I'll do, I'll put this full screen and I will speed it up. It's found Commando. It's all looking good. Because obviously it's going to take some time. It loads in real time. You can see the timer going up, the percentage. So I'll put it full screen for you and we'll load it on up. There you go. So I just wanted to show you that last bit to show you it does actually work. Hopefully you can hear that. It doesn't look that bad, does it, to be honest? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it full screen and try my best to play some of this. I could have had a cup of tea then when it was loaded, but these are the good old days. This is what it's like. That was quite nostalgic watching that load. I actually quite enjoyed it. So we'll switch over again to full screen. Up, down. Oh, it looks like I got some keys that doesn't work. Mainly the up, down, left and right for some reason. Oh my god, this game is so hard on keyboard. We'll just go at this and spam the fire button. A spike collision. as you can see, I'm not very good at that game, but I guess it's a keyboard. I've still got to look into this key here. It didn't seem to want to work. So we'll do a full keyboard check. But for now, that's about it. So I'll see you in a bit for the outro. Thanks for watching. So, hello, you made it to the end of another video. So, this video was a lot more successful. We managed to test the Arduino and prove it working, which we made last video. Bonus. We managed to get the Spectrum displaying on Composite. Also, the keyboard membrane working, apart from one key, which is strange, but I'm sure I can sort that. So, all in all, it's been a good video for me. It's better than the videos that go totally wrong. So news-wise, this weekend I travelled up to Leeds and I met Steve from 8-Bit Retro Refix. Now I met him again at a Yorkshire Amiga meet. Now these meets, if you've never been one, I suggest you just go along to buy a ticket and go to these. Visit them on Facebook. I'll put the link down below. They're really good. They're great fun. If you love Amigas, you're going to love these shows. They have every Amiga there, from CD-TV to Amiga 1000 to A1200s to modded ones to everything. There's clear case ones with LEDs. It's just great. What they had this time was actually excellent, was free cake. Yeah, they had homemade cake for free and also cups of coffee. So that was just the best thing ever, was a free cake. Had a couple of slices of Victoria sponge made by some lady there, which was absolutely lovely. So also this time they had a draw, and in the draw I actually won something. Yeah, I won something. It was a Yorkshire Amiga mouse mat, so I'm really happy about this. It's in the style of a Commodore monitor, and it has the logo of Yorkshire Amiga Group, so it's going to be great on my desk anyway. So thanks a lot for that, guys, and I appreciate everything you do at these shows, all the organisation, etc. And I just have a great time every time I go, and I'll see you at the next one. So, speaking of Amigas, I had to go there anyway to pick up some stuff off Steve again from 8-Bit Retro Refix. I picked up an A500 Plus board with a Gary chip. Because you remember Rusty Amiga, the A500 Plus from the very, very start of my channel? Well, I'm going to attempt to fix that because I want to get an Amiga working to take to the shows. Now, if you're new here, then please hit the like button. And if you've never been here before or subscribed, then hit the subscribe button, of course. Please comment down below. I love getting comments, even if it's just to say hello or even suggest something that you want to suggest. I mean, I'm still learning on YouTube. I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I'm still learning on everything. Life is a learning process, as I say. So, I shall see you all next time on Retro for You. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.